Is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So just about set now and getting to start. Max Fried.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Jeremy Pena, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Bellinger puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
One out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Fried out of the stretch fires. That one inside, and it's a ball and a strike. And there's a ball.
That's down. Ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
A big swing and a miss. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. The Astros strike first. It's 2-0. So digging in, Isaac Paredes. Popped up, middle of the diamond. He makes the catch, and there's two down. Two down, base is empty. And now it's Jake Burger to hit. Strike one. Base is empty, two away, but 2 runs are in here in the third and final game of the series. Oh, that hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the third out of the inning. But 2 come across to score. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab here, Luis Garcia. What do you have on him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
That's off the inside corner, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Dubon to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Cody Bellinger. Bellinger, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 1. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1-2 now.
Nope, that's off the plate.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. That to right. McCormick has it sized up. And there are two down. Two outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Aaron Judge. McCormick. And that is that. Back in the Bronx, top of the second, and stepping in for the Astros, Tyler Fitzgerald. Max Fried will go to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that's off
the plate.
The inside edge. 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Now fly ball to right center. Chisholm makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
In the air to left center. Judge is there. And there's two away. Two down, base is empty. Vic Caratini at the plate.
Victor Caratini.
Swinging a foul out of play. Pitches in the dirt. Ball one. Check swing, called strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
That misses the zone.
Outside.
It's 2-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. Out. Bottom of the second. Stepping in, Brandon
Leading
Lau.
off for the Yankees, the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
And that is out of play. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
That one fouled off. That misses.
Inside ball.
Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Altuve hauls it in, and there's two away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Ben Rice. That's down. One hops off the wall. Relay throw to second. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
And downstairs.
1-1.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back in New York, top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. Free, back to work. Laser, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Pena takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And a foul ball.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
And there's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Out to short. Whips it to first on the run. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. I think he made his pitch on the mound. 2-strike count. Made him chase way outside the zone, but just couldn't get him to miss. And somehow he found a way to put it in play for the knock.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Makes the grab, one away. Here comes Corey Seager. He's already homered in this game.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Outside.
That's a ball.
And the count is 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Out towards right center field. And it falls. And out to a board.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And now it's going to be Isaac Paredes. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Long gone. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-0. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Burger. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Volpe throws to first in time. And now 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. So next up for Houston, Tyler Fitzgerald. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double. So 2 down, and stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. And that one is lifted in the air. Chisholm sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Strike 2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in for the out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0 and 1.
0 and 1.
And strike 2.
Oh, it's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue.
Hauls it in to end the inning. Back here in New York, on to the fourth. Now at the plate, Victor Caratini. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
McCormick in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That one found hard the other way.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
1 strike.
The count 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Chisholm sizing this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Pena up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. Outside with a breaking ball. On the ground to short, Volpe. Throws across the diamond, and that will end the inning. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Fitzgerald settles under it and makes the catch. 1 down. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Flied to right his first time. Judge comes up empty there.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count. For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt a shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park. That ends the inning, so we take a break. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now Jose Altuve. Misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. Third player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the two others, and that's some great company, Boog. Everything came together for him. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Chisholm hauls it in, and there's one away. Isaac Paredes now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. In the dirt, but kept close. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Late with the swing there. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Chisholm hauls it in, 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Tyler Fitzgerald, 1 for 2. In the air, left side. Judge has it sized up. Makes the catch. And that is back now in the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Stepping in the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. McCormick makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Digging in, Ben Rice doubled his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Ground ball up the middle. Dubon. The throw to first. Got him. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Nabs it, and that's the inning. And we're back. All set for the top of the sixth. And stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. Ian Hamilton comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
That one lifted to left. Makes the catch for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And ball one.
Ball one. Aye.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. Fouled off to the right. Up and in, and that's ball one. That one down the line, and foul ball. And a slider misses down and away. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends it out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 9-0. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. No play. That's an infield single. 2 outs. Runner at first. Seager stands in now. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Altuve off of first with 2 away. That one hammered but pulled foul. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Berger. And he's out on the tag.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. Back in the Bronx, here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Hamilton back to work. Check swing, called strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible.
And it's caught for the out. So next up for Houston, Tyler Fitzgerald. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive. Chisholm makes the play, and there's 2 down. Now a chance for Mauricio Dubon. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Swing and a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Wastes no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Caratini stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Hit in the air out to center field. Bellinger makes the play, and that'll do it. Back in New York, bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
Drops into the glove. 1 away. Aaron Judge at the plate. Both 2 in this one.
Aaron Judge.
Berger. The tag, and he's out.
You're out.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for New York, Brandon Lau. It's through for a hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And it's 1-1.
That pitch is out.
Lau leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Altuve pulls it down, and that'll do it. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros, Kerry Carpenter.